It's been nearly 20 years since the Contributory Pension Scheme, CPS, started in Nigeria. Before the commencement of this scheme, pensions were handled in a haphazard manner. It was unstructured. There was no primary regulatory agency, and there were various plans across the private and public sectors. It was a mess. However, the Pension Reform Act of 2004 put paid to this and sought to reform pensions in Nigeria. It's been a long journey, but the benefits of that exercise in 2004 are all too evident now, judging from the feedback from millions of beneficiaries of the scheme. Let's hear from some of them across the country.
Hello, good afternoon. Come in. Please, you are welcome. My beautiful house. I'm Mrs. Monica Salu. I worked meritoriously for about 35 years. I started with the School of Nursing, Lagos University Teaching Hospital from 1978 to 1981. And after my graduation, I was employed as a staff nurse with the same institution before I retired in 2016. You know, in those days, they were using this old pension scheme. But by the time Obasanjo now brought us to PENCOM and PFA, whatever it is, we were made to understand that program withdrawal is better. It's much better. But I never had any doubt or fear that we have problem with our pension. Socially, I like going to parties. I go to parties. I was the president of my society. First of all, I was secretary. Later, I became the president. So most of the time, as a president of a society, I have to attend all functions. There's nothing like that. Today is 11. Monday is 18. I can say by on Friday, which is 15, they can pay us. So I don't have any problem collecting my pension. My money goes straight to my current account. Nice staff that treat us as if we are their parents. Once you go to their office, they attend to us very well. No matter how anxious we are, when we go there, they calm our anxiety. And even one of the meetings that we attended, they gave us very beautiful fabric at the meeting. All of us at the meeting, they gave us beautiful fabrics. A lot of dignity to us, and that's why I'm so happy. You can see me as a pensioner, looking radiant. I'm 65, looking like 45-year-old. I give all the glory to God and to my pension fund administrator.
I am Bale Abimbola Banjoko. Approximately, let's say 35, 40 years. I started my working career at Royal Exchange, 1982. 88, I resigned and walked out. 3 months after that, I got a job at Leadway after about 1 year, 3 months. So I moved on to set up Heritage Assurance with the owner then. The answer for me is no. When the new Pensions Act was put in place, 2004, right? The first thing that occurred to me was, this is the best thing that could happen. when you have a private-public mix to deliver service, and private sector fund is at stake, private sector will defend their money. And as it has turned out over the years, there is some degree of transparency. Like you came in now, all the children are older. Growing up, they had their friends, some of their friends staying in here, going to Unilag from here. So you always had people in the house. Now the children themselves are grown and gone in different directions. So there was a day I had to tell my wife that this is not palatable. Nobody to talk to from morning to night. I've never queued to collect my pension because the process is simplified. I only receive my alert as at when due. The fact that it is self-contributory, employer contributory, and now you can also have a personal booster whereby you have increased individual deposits to increase your pension. The answer is positive, positive, positive. They've brought better dignity also because they monitor you after retirement. They monitor you're there. There are a few occasions they've asked me, what would I want them to do for me? And I just laugh, what do you want to do for me? But at least that somebody is asking.
I'm Mrs. Sian Mwachukwu. I work with the Industrial Training Fund, ITF, for 35 years. When the federal government introduced this new pension scheme, we were all afraid. Nobody wanted to register. If we had the option, we would have refused. But they made us a promise. In fact, that this new scheme is the best. As of now, they are the best because I have not had any problem with them since I retired. They are so caring. What is more important to a retiree is, will I get my money? Will I be cared for? Will I get my pension? And since all those things are moving smoothly, I think I have a good experience. We had some people that for 3 years they have not collected even the gratuity. That was the issue that time. It was a lot of issue. It caused the death of so many retirees because they will go and queue, some will sleep there, they will not be able to come back, some will, on their way coming back, they will have problem. But this new system, there's nothing like that. You don't need to go and queue. You are staying in your house, you are receiving the alert. You don't even need to call to remind them. They're even the ones calling to check on me, to know how I am doing. And they do that regularly. When I retired, I discovered that it would have been the best for me to do a personal contribution, which would have needed a lot of money for me too. They were telling us that we didn't believe them. If I had known, I would have done that. I would have gone into personal contribution. The new contributing pension scheme, where the employer contributes and the employee contributes, is better than the old scheme, where only the employer was contributing. It was not making it, at the end of it, the money will just be little. But with the contribution of the employer and the employee, it enhances the amount you will expect. It boosts it. It makes it easy, and again the retiree gets a lot of money at the end of it. Right now I'm very happy. I'm very happy. After 35 years of service, I retired well and healthy. I am happy. Even now, I get my money every month, so I think I have money to take care of myself. What again do I need? I am happy.
My name is Udeme Ekon. In summary, I worked for 35 years. I worked for 4 companies. UBA from 1981 to 2000. NMB 2000 to 2001. ACB International 2001 to 2005. EcoBank from 2005 till I retired. My father was a teacher, and when he retired, passed through a lot of stress, a lot of documentation, a lot of verifications, and before he started collecting. Then I started thinking, is this how mine would be? Because if this is how mine would be, then being a retiree would not be meaningful. But CPS, Contributory Pension Scheme, was introduced, and that system, because of my experience as I retire, is effective. I retired in 3rd of March, and at the end of March, the balance of my pension for the month of March was paid. If it was now that I was still working, knowing fully well that apart from the contribution from employer and employer, I would have even added more to it, so that I would have made it double, so that my pension will be reasonable, will now replace salary. Those that lose their jobs, that is I know that pension definitely have a program, a process whereby if you lose your job, you can take 25% and take care of yourself until you have another job. But I think that I didn't have that experience, because I never, my next job was just immediate. My advice to those that are still working is that if you can, double your contribution, so that when you retire, your pension will be higher. Double what you are contributing, so that you can have enhanced limit of monthly payment. CPS, in my own rating, is excellent. I can say 10/10, because I know how I feel that at the end of every month, my pension is paid. I'm very, very, very happy. I'm happy. What will I say? God gave me a good wife, gave me children, so I'm happy. At the end of the month, I go into, my pension is paid, then I'll be thinking of addition. At least I have a base income, and that is made good because there was PENCOM policy in place.
So thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. All we have to say is thank you, Lord.
My name is Toki Adebisi Olufemi Olayiwola. I worked for 35 years. I started working in April 9th, 1985 with then National Electric Power Authority. My experience so far as a retiree has been so commendable, so sweet. So sweet because I've never looked up before my entitlement is being paid. I've never suffered for any delay. It has been so awesome and so sweet. I don't need to queue. Before I even looked up, I've heard the alert on my phone, and it's done. I don't need to queue up. I don't need to phone anybody, to call anybody before I collect my pension. Wow, I am very, very, very happy. I'm happy in all ramifications. Money is not the source of my happiness. My source of happiness is God Himself. God has helped me so much. I was able to put my children on the right path. I have a wife that is contented. My family understand the fact that Daddy is retired. After retirement, I have a place to lay my heads. After retirement, I can wake up in the morning and say that I'm going to one place or the other. Mostly, I thank God and I thank my wife. I thank my wife so much. I thank my wife so much.